Good morning. This is Dr. Hansa Das, and I welcome you to my channel History with Hansa. Long back, I had posted two videos on the theories of imperialism. The first one was on the liberal theories of imperialism, and the second one was on Marxist theories. Today, we are going to discuss about the third part of the theories of imperialism, which focuses on the Neo Marxist theories. The Neo Marxist theories have also been referred to as the dependency school of imperialism. The major protagonists of this school, which we are going to discuss today, are Paul Sweezy, Paul Baran, Andre Gunder Frank, Wallerstein, Arghiri Emmanuel, Samir Amin and P.P. Now, in the previous videos on liberal and Marxist theories of imperialism, we have seen how most of the theorists have tried to link imperialism with capitalism. Let us see how the neo-Marxists view imperialism. Let us begin with Paul Sweezy. The book written by Paul Sweezy was The Theories of Capitalist Development. He was an under-consumptionist, and he said that capitalism has a tendency to stagnate because of lack of demand, because of low level of consumption by the masses. Since the masses are consuming less and there is lack of demand, so capitalism has a tendency to stagnate and to look for foreign markets. Therefore, he is an under-consumptionist, and he says that the rise of monopoly worsens the problem. And he said that the Second World War was a period of inter-imperialist rivalry, and thus he views imperialism in this light. The second theorist is Paul Baran, whose book is called The Political Economy of Growth, and he brings into consideration the underdeveloped countries. He talked about the underdeveloped countries, and he says that the process of development of capitalism in underdeveloped countries is different from that of the advanced countries or the developed countries. And he says that the underdeveloped countries were characterized by pre-capitalist relations of production. Because surplus was not available, incentive to invest was low, so there was lack of industrial development. So he sees capitalist development as the development of one area at the expense of others. The third theorist is Andre Gunder Frank, whose book is called Capitalism and Underdevelopment in Latin America. Now, Andre Gunder Frank also identifies capitalism with monopoly and expansion, and he refers to what has been called development of underdevelopment. Now, he explains this through the metropolis satellite structure. This is this means that the world capitalist system is characterized by a metropolis satellite structure in which the metropolis exploits the satellite so that surplus is concentrated in the metropolis. Now, because of this, the satellite gets impoverished and it is reduced to a state of dependence. That is, it is catering to the needs. The satellite is catering to the needs of the metropolis so that the metropolis is at advantage and the satellite gets impoverished. Thus, he also links capitalism to imperialism. So, in most of the theories, we find that in some way or the other, capitalism has been linked to imperialism. The next neo-Marxist we are going to discuss is Wallerstein. Wallerstein develops the core periphery idea, and he says that there are transfers of surplus from periphery to core which strengthens the core state. This is quite similar to the metropolis satellite structure. The manner in which Wallerstein says that the manner in which previous theorists have said that the periphery acts to the advantage of the metropolis, in the same way the periphery acts to the advantage of the core. Next is Arghiri Emmanuel, whose book is called Unequal Exchange. He basically studies the imperialism of trade, and he says that free trade between two wholly capitalist countries can also be illegal, and he also outlines the difference in wages between advanced and underdeveloped countries, and he says that unequal exchange acts as basis for unequal development. This is how he has described a capitalist system. This unequal exchange is primarily the reason for all inequalities that exist in the world economy. And as I said before, unequal exchange also acts as the basis for unequal development. The next neo-Marxist is Samir Amin, whose first book is called The Accumulation on World Scale, and the second one is called Unequal Development. Now, he also says that the world is divided into distinct social formations of center and periphery, and countries of the center develop capitalism earlier and got a leap in productivity, and the periphery is basically catering to the needs of the center. So, the center has evolved capitalism, has developed capitalism, and the needs of capitalism are being fulfilled by the periphery. This is also quite similar to the metropolis satellite structure outlined earlier, and also to the core periphery structure which we have talked about earlier. Uh, in periphery, there is limited development, and in course of time, wages at center rose while wages at periphery went down because of unemployment and persistence of pre-capitalist modes of production. So the periphery is characterized by pre-capitalist modes of production, while the core is or while the center is characterized by capitalism, and this led to unequal exchange. So this is what he describes in his book Unequal Exchange. And finally, we come to P.P. Ray, who says that capitalism has in itself an inherent tendency to expand at the expense of pre-capitalist societies in which it originated. So capitalism expands at the expense of the pre-capitalist modes of production. So this is about the neo-Marxist theories or the dependency school, in which most of the theorists have talked about a kind of a metropolis satellite kind of structure, or a kind of center periphery or core periphery kind of a structure, in which capitalism develops in the center, in the metropolis, and the satellite or the periphery, it caters to the needs of capitalism. It aids the capitalist countries in their advancement. So this is basically what the neo-Marxist theories have talked about, and this is also known as the dependency school. So this was the last part of the theories on imperialism, and now we have covered all the three schools of imperialism: the liberal, the Marxist, and the neo-Marxist. In the description box, I will also give you the link of the first and the second parts of the theories on imperialism, so that you are able to refer to the liberal and the Marxist theories also. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please share and subscribe it. Thank you very much.